Pokemon, Kaiju, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, collectors, it's Steven here, and I'm bringing you another Deforeal Godzilla review. This time, it's going to be a, not quite a repaint, but a recast? Yeah, well, that's more of a bootleg term. Anyway, this is going to be a variant on the Deforeal Godzilla Earth, and it's going to be the Tokyo Comic-Con 2018 release of Deforeal Godzilla Earth, where he is in a translucent blue vinyl. Now, this follows along the lines of some other Godzilla Earth and General Godzilla anime figures where there's a variant where Godzilla is blue. Now, this one's kind of difficult to track down because, like I said, it's a Tokyo Comic-Con exclusive and usually goes for around $100. That being said, is it worth it? Well, let's take a look to see whether or not this blue boy is worth adding into your collection. Now, for this one, we already know how well the sculpt came out because this is going to be using the exact same mold as the previously released Godzilla Earth, and it looks great. There are a ton of crevices and little bumps and ridges all over, and it looks very, very nice. The only sort of issue that I have is that the dorsal plates, some of them anyway, on mine were kind of bent inwards coming out of the package. That being said, it's vinyl, it's soft vinyl, it was easy to warp, so it's not necessarily a fault so much as, hey, it was an accident, it happens, it can be fixed. But the main attraction here is going to be that translucent blue vinyl, so we're going to take a look at the sculpt as it came out in this nice vinyl. And I do have to say that overall the detailing here is still kept relatively well upon close inspection, which, by the way, haven't mentioned paint, and that's only because the eyes are painted, and they're painted rather well, though they do kind of look haunting against the pure light blue vinyl. Again, like I said, the light blue vinyl does lend well to the overall sculpt up close and personal, because even though it's all one color, it doesn't detract from the fact that there are amazing details in there, and a darker vinyl coloration may have muddied up the details so this way you couldn't see them, when this couldn't be further from the case. All of the details came out perfectly well with this new release of Godzilla Earth, and it looks great on the shelf. Now, since this is a translucent figure, of course, you're going to be able to use some lighting tricks to light it up, but do take note, maybe not necessarily the best thing. You're not really going to be able to pull off any super cool, huge gimmicks with this guy, so just keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to do a unique, awesome lighting display because this one may just turn into a light in and of itself. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at a size comparison with this Godzilla with some other figures you just might have, just because probably not everybody knows about this guy. Alright, so as you can see, the blue boy here is going to fit in well with some other Deforeals you have, and as you can see, it actually blends in pretty well with some other Kaiju figures. Now it's going to be difficult to do side-by-side comparisons at each point on these figures, but here's just a nice look alongside the standard Godzilla Earth, so you can definitely see how cool the blue one is. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Gotta say, overall, this isn't going to appeal to everyone due to the limited nature driving up the price and the fact that translucent figures, pure translucent, aren't necessarily everyone's cup of tea. That being said, I do think that this blue version of Godzilla Earth is pulled off relatively well, and it looks nice. So if this is something you've been thinking about picking up, try to hunt down a deal so you can get it for the most affordable price. But at the end of the day, if you do get it, like me, you will be pleased. But I didn't pay $100, so keep that in mind. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.